So Morgan or Margaret Qualley, she is rumored to be eyed to play Rogue in the MCU. So as you guys know, last week we talked about the fact that there is an X-Men movie that is rumored to be coming out in 2027 following Secret Wars. And we were obviously hyped about that. And you tweeted about this saying that you liked it. So why do you like Margaret, Qualley being rumored to be in talks for that role?
I like her. I think she was great in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And I know she's got like a cult following. I know she's like artsy, but like more in a cool, edgy way than like theater musical artsy. And, I think that she would be a great find for Marvel because I think that she's going to have a really good career. And if Marvel could pick her up before she is that like big name, kind of like what you were saying on social media the other day, she's not a big name yet. I think some people know who she is, but a lot of people obviously don't. I wouldn't know who she was if it wasn't for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And I think that she has a cult following, so there's a big value add when it comes to selling tickets. And I think she's a talented actress, and I think she would be great as Rogue. I really do. And Rogue is one of like the main X-Men. So if you're not aware, it's one of the more important castings for the X-Men. And it's good that she's not that famous yet because Marvel will still not have to pay her an exorbitant amount of money. And that's going to be important when it comes to the X-Men because there's a lot of them and they're going to have to balance that budget somehow.
Facts. So Rogue is going to be one of the biggest one of the biggest female characters in Marvel history. Rogue has always been loved. She's one of the most cosplayed characters in our world. And people adore Rogue. I think this is the perfect casting. I think that you got, as what Jerry said, right? You got to go for the lower tier, and not lower tier as in talent, but lower tier as in getting jobs and stuff like that. Because these
lower
jobs
cost.
Yeah, exactly. These jobs to create people. That's why James Gunn went for the Derek Cornsweats and the Rachel Brosnans. But then he got a vet. But then he got a vet with Nicholas Hoult, because Nicholas Hoult has already done really big projects. So I think that this is a great decision on Feige's part if they are trying to cast a actress like her, because the Gambit and Rogue connection is going to be generational, and that's going to feed families. And there are two versions of couples that fans are going to love. First one is Cyclops and Jean. Obviously, we all know that's going to be super big. And then the other two is going to be Rogue and Gambit. And as you saw in X-Men 97, they were pretty much memed up the whole time. So this is a great actress to do that. And then I saw her. She had like a bit at the Golden Globes that went viral. So she's already being loved by like a lot of people. So yeah, this is a great move on their part.
Yeah, no, she really does have a cult following, because I remember like when that movie came out, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I had never heard of her, but I was paying attention to it on social media, and people were like going nuts for her. It was crazy, and I was like, "Who is this girl?" So, yeah, I think it'll be cool. I also think she got with Pete Davidson.
Really, dude, we have some really great, we have a really good core of young actors like right now in Hollywood with Tom Holland, Zendaya, Timothy Chalamet, what's the other girl, Jenna Ortega? Yeah, she's really good, dude. She's becoming an age. She's shooting up quick. But like we got a really good Florence Pugh. We got a really good group going. Right now
we do, and hopefully the DCU takes advantage of that also.
100%. All right, let's see. If this is the X-Men with younger actors, then Hugh cannot be Wolverine for the MCU. They need to get a rebooted Wolverine, unless you want to see a 60-something-year-old Hugh Jackman flirting with a 20-year-old.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying they think they're going to go with Hugh Jackman, and I don't. I agree with you in a way, but I do think they might do Hugh Jackman anyway and make it work. And I think that because Deadpool and Wolverine was such a massive success, and a lot of people are saying there's a lot of rumors out there that they're keeping Hugh Jackman on as Wolverine, and I think they might do it. I really do.
I think so too.
I would like to see someone new in the role, but I wouldn't be upset at Hugh Jackman. We know he's great. We know he could do it. And listen, he still, looks great. So
Yeah, I also think that because we all know how Kevin Feige is, like he doesn't like rehashing old stuff. I think it's gonna be a minute before we see the Wolverine and Jean Grey romance.
yeah, I could see
And
that.
and also if the multiversal baggage is still there, is more of an excuse for Hugh Jackman not to want to go down that road. I'm not sure how that would work, but if like Hugh Jackman Wolverine still remembers the past, like X-Men: The Last Stand, he wants no parts.